Listen, I've got massive Celtic news for you today. Transfer bombshells, fresh updates, and the board under serious pressure. We're talking Calvin Stengs, Jakob Breum, and the last story, trust me, it's the one that could really shake things up at Paradise. You don't want to miss it. Stay with me right till the end. Hit that subscribe button so we can smash our 500 subscriber target and get this Celtic news to every fan around the world. Let's smash this together. Every single sub counts. Hit that button and be part of the Celtic family. Let's show the blue side who really runs Glasgow. Right, let's talk about this one because Sky Sports have been busy stirring the pot and it looks like the transfer window's heating up quicker than a Glasgow chippy on Derby day. So, here's the crack. Brendan Rodgers is desperate to bring in some real quality before that window slams shut. And the word is we're after not one, but two wingers, a striker, and even a backup for Kieran Tierney. Because, let's be honest, the way things are going, Tierney might end up carrying the whole defense on his back like William Wallace if we don't get him cover. Now, the name that's buzzing around is Calvin Stengs from Feyenoord, a tidy player, technically sharp, the kind of lad who could light up Paradise if we actually manage to get him. But here's the kicker. He's not coming cheap. Transfer fee high. Wages even higher. It's the sort of deal where you're either all in or you're standing outside Parkhead with a cardboard sign saying "sack the board," while the Rangers mob laugh themselves silly, thinking we're skint. And that's the thing, mate. Stengs could be the difference between Celtic going into Europe with real firepower or limping through like we're playing with one boot missing. Rodgers knows it, you know it, I know it. Reinforcements are not optional, they're essential. But here's what I'm wondering, and I want your honest take on this. If the board can splash the cash on Stengs and a couple of others, do you think that puts us back in control in Europe? Or are we about to get the same old excuses while the mob across the city pretend they're Barcelona because they've scraped a win against St. Johnstone? What do you reckon? Should the board finally back Rodgers properly? Or are we stuck watching potential signings slip away while the season's already in full swing? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jay loudy till we hit 500 mad Celtic daffs. Here's another one that's been bubbling away all summer, Jakob Breum. Now, this lad from Go Ahead Eagles has been linked with Celtic for weeks, and the big appeal is that he can play wide or through the middle. Proper versatile, the kind of player Rodgers loves to tinker with. But, surprise, surprise, we're back to the same old story, money. The Eagles are slapping a tag of 5 million quid on him, maybe even 6, depending on who you believe. And so far, Celtic have only put 2 serious bids on the table. The latest being 2.6 million. That's not even half of what they want. It's like walking into the Barras with a fiver in your pocket and expecting to leave with a gold watch. Now, there's a bit of confusion because Sky say talks happened this week, but Stephen McGowan's come out and basically said that's nonsense. Last proper discussions were in July. So either somebody's bluffing or the board are dragging their heels yet again, waiting for the price to magically drop. Spoiler alert, it won't. Breum's only 20 and still has 2 years left on his contract, so the Eagles don't exactly need to sell him cheap. And here's the thing, if Celtic really believe in the boy, if Rodgers genuinely wants him, then it's time to pay up before someone else swoops in. So let me throw this at you. Would you rather see the board go all in and meet that 6 million asking price to secure a young talent with massive potential, or are you fed up with watching us mess about with bids that are never going to get accepted while the clock ticks down? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jay it. Loldy till we hit 500 mad Celtic daffs. Right, let's talk about the clear out at Celtic. because Brendan Rodgers is quietly trimming the fat here, and a couple of big names are heading for the door. First up, Marco Tilio. Remember when he came in with a bit of hype, folks saying he'd be the next Aussie spark at Parkhead? Well, it just never worked out, did it? 2 competitive games, a few preseason cameos, and now he's off to Rapid Wien in Austria. And here's the kicker. Celtic signed him for 1.5 million last year, and now we're flogging him for 1.3 million. That's a 200 grand loss straight down the drain. Honestly, the board spend more money on failed projects than the Rangers do on excuses for losing derbies. As for Stephen Welsh, his future's about as clear as the Sochi Hall Street skyline on a rainy Monday. The lad's tied down until 2027, but let's be honest, he's never going to be a first-choice defender at Paradise. Plymouth Argyle was sniffing around for a loan deal, but Sky Sports say that's dead now. They've dropped their interest and are chasing other targets, which basically leaves Welsh stuck in limbo, kicking his heels when he could be playing regular football somewhere else. So here's the question for you. Are Celtic making the right call by cutting losses on players like Tilio and keeping lads like Welsh around as backup? Or is this just another example of the board's transfer mess, where we end up wasting money and wasting talent at the same time? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jar it. Lowly till we hit 500 mad Celtic daffs.